is the cost-effective power procurement and integration of the distributed renewable energy.
Distribution companies face ever-evolving demand and time differential demand. So, how do they deal with this? Going to be their biggest challenge.
The biggest challenge that DISCOMs are facing probably would be the regulatory challenge. The kind of technology, the kind of capital that we need to invest into a distribution segment, and the recovery that is required to make these distribution companies financially viable. The regulators also have to allow all of these costs and to be recovered from the consumers. That is the biggest challenge that we are facing.
I think AT&C losses DISCOMs have been able to reduce drastically, but keeping the momentum going, retaining that and further reducing is a key challenge, I think. And for that, utilization of the technologies implemented, the rightful utilization is the key.
I think the financial discipline is very important, and that to me is something that needs to be worked upon. The debt is significantly increased. How do we bring that down? How do we manage the regulatory assets? That becomes very important.
So basically, the biggest challenges are, getting cost-effective tariffs, as well as ensuring that AT&C losses are kept to stipulated levels.
The regulatory accountability for effecting a cost-effective tariff every year.
My policy wish list would be for DISCOMs to have better capex infusion and for ensuring that they are able to put in better capex and O&M plans so that they are able to serve their customers better.
So I think privatization is a big focus, I think, for the state DISCOMs, and open access is another thing which will create competition and offer better services to the customer.
I think the more we give cues to adopt newer technologies and remove all manual intervention and bring in more discipline, that will be important.
The biggest wish list will be to ensure that the regulatory environment works as per directed, along with timely tariff orders as well as cost pass.
Smart meter technology are the most relevant for India.
I think ADMS for me is the most exciting technology, along with the integration of the DRE, distributed renewable energy sources.
Currently, the penetration of SCADA is very minimal in the distribution space, and SCADA integration into distribution space would be like a game changer in the distribution.
I think it is quite poised at the moment, technology side of using the distribution. But what exciting currently is the AI, Gen AI, agentic AI use cases. We would be looking forward to creating meaningful use cases around this.
I would not say single out any specific technologies. It will work on what different distribution companies need based on their priorities. Power purchase remains 70% of the cost. That should not be ignored. But there are solutions around networks, assets, customers, even skilling, and all of those should be looked in the wider spectrum based on needs.
Smart metering is something which excites me mostly.
I believe more movement to reduction in the ACS ARR gap so that this DISCOM become more viable.
But I think in terms of price optimization of power purchase, it's an important time. If we are able to use that, we'll be able to give consumers better service at the same price.
1 or 2 years is a very less time horizon to see any large changes. But because of the Surya Ghar scheme and lot of distributed renewable energy that is being promoted by MNRE, I think we'll be seeing more and more of DRE, and that will be the talk of the town for the distribution space.
I think it's going to evolve drastically as privatization moves on, and the use of technology by even the state DISCOMs is catching up really well. So customer experience delight factor would be the key for all, and use of technology for the network health monitoring and providing better services would be the key.
See, it will become more data oriented, it will become more technology focused, it will become more predictive. So, given these frames, how do we bring newer solutions around this? How DISCOMs adapt to this? Third parties, regulators, all of them are exerting pressure. So, DISCOMs will have to make it.
So we expect overall the loss reduction to continue and competition to come in from the private licensees.
I'll say these are the adoption of new technologies, rollout of smart meters, and maybe application of dumps for integrating renewable energy.
I think the demand that is coming from data centers, mobility in terms of EV charging, and at the same time the production in terms of prosumers and agri feeders are going to be most important.
So metering is one which is actively going on. Smart metering is very big, and if the second phase of RDSS modernization comes up, then probably SCADA and other technologies will come.
The demand continues to increase. So, when the demand will increase, serving the customers will be important. But parallelly, the newer areas of growth or the new revenue opportunities that are unleashed by data will also need to be looked at. So, not naming three assets, but using those that intelligence to monetize will be important.
The top three distribution growth areas basically would be to addressing demands from new segments such as EVs and data centers, as well as getting to integrate decentralized generation in the grid in a